Hi everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is start number 33 of the 1972 Gaylord Perry Stratomatic Super Advanced Starts Only replay. Today, the Indians head to Oakland to face the Athletics, and facing a familiar pitcher for either the third or the fourth time in this replay is Johnny Blue Moon Odom. And we'll go ahead and roll for weather effects on this night game on this last day of August, or in the next to last day of August. So it was August 30th. All right, so Oakland. Night game 1-6 good, 7-19 average, and 20 is bad. So average night in Oakland. Ballpark singles are a paltry 1. Ballpark home runs are at least a little better. Lefties are 1-13, righties are 1-10, so it'd be a 50-50 chance for righties. All right, now for Perry, he comes into the game with a 17-12 record, and in 264 innings pitched, he's given up 63 earned runs, walked 53, and struck out 156 as a 2.15 ERA. All right, lineups for both teams. For the visiting Cleveland Indians, you have Del Unser leading off and playing center field. Greg Nettles batting second and playing third base. Batting third and playing second base is Jack Brohammer. Cleaning up and playing first base is Chris Chambliss. Batting fifth and playing left field is Tommy McCraw. Batting sixth and playing right field is John Lowenstein. Batting seventh and playing shortstop is Frank Duffy. Batting eighth and catching is John Moses, and batting ninth and pitching is Gaylord Perry. For the Oakland A's, their batting order, leading off and playing shortstop is Bert Campaneris. Batting second and playing right field is Angel Mangual. Batting third and playing left field, just acquired in a trade, Matty Olu. Cleaning up and playing center field is Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth and playing first base is Mike Epstein. Batting sixth and playing third base is Sal Bando. Batting seventh and catching is Gene Tennis. Batting eighth and playing second base is Ted Kubiak. And batting ninth and pitching is Blue Moon Odom. All right, here we go with Del Unser. And 4 and a 7 against the lefty. 1-15 single. That's a 6. So Unser leads off with a single. -2-0. Yeah, they will hold him on, but he will not go anywhere because he either gets caught or he doesn't. All right. Nothing on the 19. There's Greg Nettles. Lefty heavy lineup, looks like, for the Indians today. 5 and a 3 against the lefty. That's not a 1. So that's a fly ball to left field. And Olu comes on and makes the catch one away. Here's Jack Brohammer. Nothing on the 4. 5 and a 5. And that ball's driven to left field. Or to right field, I should say. But plenty of room there for Mangual. He makes the catch. 1-2 home run chance. That was a 9. And here is Chris Chambliss. Oops. That was 3-11. Fly ball to right field. And Mangual camps under it, and that will retire the side. Through a half inning, it's the Indians nothing and the A's coming to bat. And here is Bert Campaneris to lead off the bottom of the first. 3 and a 7, doubled 8, but that's tracked down by the center fielder Unser, 1 away. And here is Angel Mangual. 5 and a 4. Third base chance for Nettles on a 14. That will be in range. And an 8 on a 22 should be okay. And it is. So Nettles makes a nice play on a short hop and throws out Mangual. 2 down. Here's Maniolou. 1 and a 6, and he riffs that one into center field for a base hit. Alou will not be held on. He'd be a 1-9 if he, without even holding him on. So they will not hold him on. Here's Reginald Martinez Jackson. Nothing on the 15. One and a 7. Bouncer back to the mound. Perry throws out Jackson. And the A's are retired here in the bottom of the first. McCraw, Lowenstein, and Duffy due up here in the top of the second. There's a pitch to McCraw. 4 and a 7. 1-15 single chance. Hot smash to third base, but Bando recovers and throws out McCraw. And here's John Lowenstein. Swung on and missed, struck him out. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Frank Duffy. One and a 4 ballpark single, not on a 19. So that's we'll call that a pop up to second base. And 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the second. Go to the bottom of the second. Still Indians nothing and A's nothing. Here is Mike Epstein, the first baseman. Two and a 6, 1-5 double chance. At 7 is just tracked down by Del Unser. Nice running catch. 1 away. There is Sal Bando. 1 and an 8. That's just a bit outside. Ball 4. And Bando will not be held on. He'd be 1-11 if he wanted to try to get a jump. Here's Gene Tennis, World Series MVP. Nothing on the 17. Ground ball to second base. Brohammer to Duffy to Chambliss. Inning-ending double play. And we are to the top of the third. Indians nothing, A's nothing. Moses, Perry, and Unser due up for the Indians here in the top of the third. And here's Moses. And that's a fly ball to left field, and racing in is Alou. He will make the catch 1 away. Here is Gaylord Perry. 1 and an 8. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Odom through 9 batters, and here's Del Unser. Led off the game with a single. 3 and a 5. Bouncer to first, and Epstein takes it to the base himself, and that retires the side. We are through 2.5. No, the Indians nothing, and the A's nothing. Kubiak, Odom, and Campaneris do up for the A's here in the bottom of the third. And here's the pitch to Kubiak. 5 and a 10, switch hitter batting left-handed. Bouncer to first, Chambliss goes to the base himself. And let me get the pitcher hitting card for Odom out. He will use pitcher hitting card number 6. For those that want to take a look at it. Oops. There it is. All right. And here's the pitch to Odom. 4 and an 8. Odom batting right-handed. 1 to 5 single chance, but that's right in range for Chambliss. He'll take it to the bag himself. 2 down. And here is Bert Campaneris. And that's a chance for the third baseman Nettles on a 3. 2 and a 3. It's a G3 pound sign, so we can get to it. And 22, there is no 11. Actually, nope. On 23 there is, but not 22. So Nettles will retire Campaneris. And that retires the side. Through 3 complete. Indians and A's remain scoreless. Nettles, Brohammer, and Chambliss do up for the Indians. And here is Greg Nettles. 5 and a 6 against the lefty. And that's a 1 to 3 double chance, but that's a 7, but that will still fall for a hit. And Nettles is on with a leadoff single. And he will not be held on. -2 would be 1 to 11. Maybe he will try to get a jump. They won't hold him on, so he'd be if he gets a 4, he'd be 1 to 11. But if he gets a 12, he gets picked off. That's a 6, and he will not get a jump, so he will not be held on. Here is Jack Brohammer, Havoc roll. Nothing on the 5. Here is Brohammer. 3 and a 10. 1 to 15 double chance. That's a 12. So Brohammer is into second with a double. Stopping at third is Nettles. That brings up Chris Chambliss. They will bring the infield in. They don't think a lot of runs are going to be scored. Nothing on the 11. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 6 and a 5. Lefty shortstop chance. 15 not holding anybody on. So that doesn't make a bit of difference. Shortstop is Campaneris, 2 and a 15. That's a G1. Campaneris, E19 and an 11. There is no 11, so G1 with second and third, and the infield in. Is batter is out, runners advanced only a force, so Campaneris looks the runner back. and throws out Chambliss, one away, and the infield will remain in. Nothing on the 17. Here's a pitch to Tommy McCraw. 4 and an 11. That is to the left fielder. 18 means that may have to hold. Left fielder is Alou. 4 and an 18. No, if he catches it, this will bring home a run. Fielder Alou is a 4, so that should be okay for a 10. And it is, but a 4 and an 18 is the last number in an F2, so that will bring home Nettles from third. Let's see if everybody else has to move up. On third, on second may tag up and try to advance. Safe chances are running speed plus outfielder's arm. Okay, so 13, plus 3. Now we'll keep him in runner in scoring position. And the Indians take a 1-0 lead with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. And here's John Lowenstein. Nothing on the 11. Five and a 7. Ball 4. And he brings up Frank Duffy. Popped out his first time up. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 3. Six. Oh, triple sixes. Pitcher chance. Oh, boy. Odom, a 4 and a 2. That will get by for a hit. Odom, an E51. That looks like that's going to be an error as well. 4 and a 2. That will be a single 1. 51 and a 15. Single 1 with a 2-base error. Single and an error. Batter to third. All runners score. So we'll say Brohammer goes to third on the single. Scores on the error. Same Lowenstein. Wow. Single. Error 2. Batter to third, all runners score. Wow. And there is no single 3-base errors. So Odom throws it all the way down the right field line, and everybody scores. 3-0 Indians. As Duffy will take third on the error. With 2 down. And here's Jerry Moses. Flew out his first time up. Nothing on the 15. 3 and a 4. Ballpark single, but not a 1. So that will be a pop-up to the shortstop. And that will retire the side. But the Indians get 3. And lead 3-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. And Perry will face Mangual, Alou, and Jackson. And here is Mangual. 4 and a 7, not a 1, so that's a fly ball to center field, and Unser tracks it down 1 away. Here's Medialoo. And that's a base hit. So Medialoo is 2 for 2. And here's Reggie Jackson. Havoc roll for Perry. Nothing on the 11. And that is to the left fielder on a 12 for McCraw. He will shouldn't be under it. McCraw is an E5. That should be an 11. It is. So E5. There is no 11, but a 3 and a 12. F2. Okay, so everybody holds. Jackson is retired on the fly to left. He is now 0 for 2. And here's Mike Epstein. He flew out to center his first time up. Nothing on the 10. And that's a pop-up right side of the infield. Chambliss calls everybody off, and that retires the side. We go to the 5th. 3-0 Indians. Perry, Unser, and Nettles do up for the Indians here in the top of the 5th. And here's the pitch to Perry. And that's a bouncer to first, and Epstein takes it himself, 1 away. Here's Del Unser. Unser, 1 for 2, singled in the first, and bounced to first in the 3rd. And that's a bouncer to second. And Kubiak will throw out Unser, 2 away. There's Greg Nettles. And against the lefty, just a bit outside, ball 4. So Nettles has reached base twice today. Here's Jack Brohammer. Nothing on the 11. Oops. And it's now an official game. All right, we will redo this. And that's a base hit to center field. Moving to 3rd is Nettles. And the Indians have runners on the corners with 2 down for Chris Chambliss. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Nothing on the 16. And that's a fly ball to left field. And putting that away is Alou, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 3-0. Bando, Tennis, and Kubiak do up. And you wonder if maybe if they get a few runners on, whether they'll pinch hit for Odom. Well, he is a decent hitter himself. All right, here's the pitch to Bando. Walked his first time up. And that is a fly ball to left field. And McCraw retires Bando. 1 away. Here's Gene Tennis. And 2 and a 9. 1-9 home run chance, and that ball is driven to deep right field. Back to the warning track to the wall is Lowenstein. He reaches up and makes the catch. That's a 10, so the Oakland A's fans are cursing the D20. And here's Ted Kubiak. And that's a bouncer back to the mound. And Perry retires Kubiak. That retires the side. We go to the top of the 6th. Indians lead 3-0. And Odom will face McCraw, Lowenstein, and Duffy. And this is starting his point of weakness. Odom through 5 is allowed 1 earned run. We'll call the first run earned. Actually, yeah, we'll call the first run earned. On the double, actually on the sac fly, that was earned. Every other run is unearned. So 1 earned and has faced 22 batters through 5 innings. Wonder if he's running on empty. Here. There's McCraw, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. And there's ball 4, and the A's will get bullpen action. We get Joe Horlin and Dave Hamilton loosening in the bullpen. And McCraw, -2, he'd be -4. Yeah, they'll try to get a jump 2 through 7 or 11 and 12, and he'd be 1 to 11 to try to get a jump. And here's the roll to get, or he's picked off on a 9. 7, he gets the jump. 1 to 11, he steals it. And on a 12, he is caught stealing. So 2-6 on the caught stealing. 1 down. And Lowenstein, Duffy, and Moses aren't exactly, burners at the plate, so try to get a runner in scoring position. Here's Lowenstein. Strikeout and a walk. And swung on and missed, struck him out. He is not tired. 2 down. There's Frank Duffy. And in all those hits in column 1, he finds the ground ball to first, and Epstein retires Duffy by himself, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and that will be it for Odom. They will cap him here at 6 innings. He's faced 25 batters. And the A's will get a pinch hitter. Kind of save him for, and it will be Gonzalo Marquez. We're going to take a quick timeout while I go find his card. Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't get the last roll on there. So just to recap, Marquez stole second, went to third on an error, and then Matty Alou came up and flew out to right field. My bad. Okay, so here comes Joe Horlin. He will face Moses, Perry, and Unser here on the top of the 7th. So let me get Horlin into the Moses is 0 for 2. Six and a 7. And that's a base hit to center field for Moses. Now, Perry, the A's are expecting a bunt, and he will be laying one down, so he will change to a B bunter. We will roll the havoc roll first. Nothing on the 7. All right. And here's the sacrifice chance for Perry. That should be definitely very good. That is bunted in front of home plate. And that's a good play. Tennis throws to the first base. Covering there is Kubiak. 2-4 on the sacrifice. Moving to second is Moses. And that brings up Del Unser. They will not hold Moses on. 2, balk or pass ball chance. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, there's no balk. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, we will re-roll. And that's a 2, so no balk. Here's Del Unser. 6 and a 9. Ground ball to second. Kubiak throws out Unser. Moving to third is Moses. But there are 2 down. For Greg Nettles, singled, walked, and flew out. And havoc roll for Horlin. Nothing on the 3. And that's a bouncer to first, and he will take it to the base himself. Stretch time here in Oakland. Indians lead 3-0. Jackson, Epstein, and Bando due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Reggie Jackson, 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out. 2 and a 9, swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Mike Epstein. Five and a 7, struck him out. So Perry, who had not struck anybody out up until then, two away. Here's Sal Bando. Walked and flown out in 2 appearances. 5 and an 8 against the righty, second base chance. And on a 3, that's a tremendous play by Brohammer to knock it down. Oops. And a 10. There usually is no 10s. Nope, there is no 10 for Brohammer. Great diving play by Brohammer. Gets up and throws out Bando. And that retires the side. We go to the 8th. Harlan will stay out because he is due up 3rd in the inning. And he will face Brohammer, Chambliss, and McCraw. And here's the pitch to Brohammer. 2 for 3, single and a double. 6-6, swung on and missed, struck him out. And here is Joe Horlin. 2 and a 10. Fly ball to left field. And Alou retires Chambliss. 2 down. Here's Tommy McCraw. Oh for 1 officially. Walk, sac fly, and a ground out. And he gets plunked by Horlin. And let's see here. +2, 0, even. He will try to get a jump again. And that's a 7, so he will get the jump. 1 to 15. And that's a chance for a throwing error for Tennis. 1 to 9, so 45% chance. No. Nice stop by the second baseman. Are backed up nicely. And heading back to second is McCraw. Here's Lowenstein. Nothing on the 6. Here is Lowenstein. 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. 6 and a 7. Better than that this time. That's ripped and over the head of the center fielder. Scoring from second is McCraw. And the Indians now lead 4-0. And here is Frank Duffy. Nothing on the 11. Two and a 10 against a righty. Bouncer back to the mound, and that will retire the side. But the Indians add on another. And after 7.5, it's the Indians 4 and the A's nothing. Tennis, Kubiak, and a pinch hitter. Actually, Dick Green will come on deck and pinch hit for Kubiak. Oops, didn't even need the havoc roll. All right, here's the pitch to Tennis. And that's a fly ball to left field. And McCraw, 3 and a 3, that will fall in for a hit. Actually, that will get over his head. Heading for second is Tennis. Whoops. Oh boy, that's a 4. That could be trouble. 5, a 4 double, and an air batter to third. So it goes over his head. He bobbles it. And going to third is Tennis. And now Kubiak will be replaced by Dick Green. Yeah. He will take over at second base in the top of the 9th. So Kubiak was 0 for 2 on the day. And on deck will be George Hendrick. Havoc roll for Perry. Nothing on the 11. Two and a 7. Ground ball to second. Throw throws to first, and he gets Kubiak. Tennis scores from third, so the shutout is over for Perry. But they will give up the out for the run. So 1 out, nobody on. A's trail 4-1. And here's George Hendrick pinch hitting for Horlin. And we'll get Daryl Knowles coming out to pitch the 9th. All right, here's the pitch to George Hendrick. And swung on and missed, struck him out. Now, the question is going to be, does that run earned or unearned? I will say that would be an earned, well, say an earned run. He reached base on a double. So I will say that run would be earned. All right, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And that swung on and missed, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Perry, and that will retire the side. But the A's get the run back. Still trail 4-1 going to the top of the 9th, and here comes Mr. Bob Locker. Replace Mr. Horlin. Okay. So Walker replaces Horlin. You will face Moses, Perry, and Unser here in the top of the 9th. Moses singled his last time up. And that's a second base chance for Dick Green. Replacement finds the way to your glove. 3 and a 6, that would be okay with nobody on. 9 should be okay as well for E29. There is no 9, so Green comes up with it. Comes up with the ball and throws out Moses. 1 away, and here is Gaylord Perry. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. 2 and a 4, and that's ripped into center field for a base hit. They will not hold Perry on. Oh boy, Locker was a little wild. Nothing on the 4. That's a 80% chance of wild pitch if Locker rolls the 1 on the havoc roll. But here's Del Unser. They're not expecting a bunt, but that was 1 out, up 4-1. 4 and a 3 to the right fielder. Oh boy, this could be trouble. Yes, it is. Mangual, 4 and a 4. That will get over his head. Mangual is an E12 and a 12. There is no 12. 13 or 14 would have been terrible. So that will get over the head of Mangual. Going to third is Perry. And the A's will bring the infield in with runners on second and third with 1 out. And Greg Nettles due up. Nothing on the 15. Oops. And 3 and a 9. Ground ball to second base. And second and third, that will probably just be a ground out and nothing happens. Second, third, infield in, ground ball B. Batter, okay, batter is safe, but they throw home and they will get Perry at the plate. So 4-2 on the put out there. Everybody else moves up one base. Yep, other runners advance. So moving to third is Unser, and reaching on the fielder's choice is Nettles. First and third, but there are 2 outs, and the infield will go back to normal. And that brings up Jack Brohammer. And 1-18. And there's a wild pitch by Bob Locker. And it is now 5-1 Indians. Nothing on the 6. Here's Jack Brohammer. Not holding on Nettles. 2 and a 9. That's a ground ball back to the mound, and Walker throws out Nettles to retire the side. The Indians add another run in the top of the 9th here, and lead 4-1 going, or 5-1 going to the bottom of the 9th. And we have Mangual, Olu, and Jackson due up here in the top of the, or bottom of the 9th, excuse me. Here is Mangual. We have Steve Mangori loosening in the bullpen just in case. Three and a 3. Pops him up. Shortstop calls for it. And Duffy makes the catch 1 away. Here's Matty Alou. He's 2 for 3 today, so we'll let him hit. And that's a ground ball to second. Brohammer throws out Alou, 2 down. And last chance for the A's is Reggie Jackson. 4 and a 7 against the lefty. 1-9 single. And that will get through for a base hit. So Brohammer went under his glove, and that will bring up Mike Epstein. Nothing on the havoc roll. Five and a 9. Lefty. Ground ball to second. Brohammer pumps and throws. And that's your ball game. Final score from Oakland. It's the Indians 5 and the A's 1. Be right back with the details. All right, final line score here from Oakland. The Indians 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The A's 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. Perry gets the win. He improves to 18-12. And in 273 innings pitched, has allowed 64 earned runs, walked 54, and struck out 160, and his ERA drops to 2.11. The losing pitcher is Blue Moon Odom. Partially his fault with the throwing error, but he gave up 3 runs. Only 1 of them will be earned. And then Joe Horland gave up the run in the 8th, and then the run in the 9th belongs to Bob Locker. I'll be right back. I'll tell you the first pitching matchup for the month of September for Gaylord Perry. Okay, so the first matchup for the month of September is Perry and the Indians heading to Detroit to face Woody Fryman and the Detroit Tigers. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. Please leave a like. It helps the video to be seen. If you would like to comment, please do not comment about transferring American dollars. Bunch of spam bots. You see them, please give the block button, or give the block dragon, as RJL likes to call it. And if you have not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button, then click on the bell and enable all notifications so you know when any new videos come out. And whatever game you are playing, please enjoy it to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.